And now, stay tuned for the best of Carson. From Hollywood, The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. This is Ed McMahon along with Doc Severinsen and the NBC Orchestra inviting you to join Johnny and his guests, Patrick Duffy, Smothers Brothers, and from Bronx Zoo, Michael T. Williamson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Wow, this is quite an audience we got here tonight, Ed, isn't it? Boy, you're really something. It's amazing when they give something away for free, what you get. What a crew, what a crew. We've got a great show tonight. Well, it's the only show we got tonight, so it's going to be great. You know, Ed, that's quite an outfit you got there, Ed. You look like Don Johnson's whole family tonight, Ed. Anyway, you know, I was reading in the paper today, remember, as kids, we used to play spin the bottle, used to play postman. Not anymore. Now kids, they all want to grow up and be evangelists. Come on, guys, come on, we need some laughter, we need some laughter. Got a great show for you tonight. We've got Dave Bridges, Clayton Wilbur, got Les Otten, got all kinds of guests for you tonight. I think you're really going to enjoy tonight's show. Geez, I hope all of you didn't park up in the upper lot, because if you look around you might notice that, well, Fred Downs is in here. Don't worry, he's taking care of your cars. Valet parking at Sugarloaf. You know how that works.
And geez, Johnny, I thought just Bass and Dexter Shoe were passing out boots up here. Could be, because this could be the only town in the state of Maine's got more wreckers than it does taxi cabs, but...
Okay, well listen, before any further ado, let's get this show on the road. Welcome
to Sunday River!
Good skiing. Hi, Wes Otten here from Sunday River in Newry, Maine. My friends call me Rotten. We put down over 9 billion tons of snow on the slopes this year, and we have the best skiing in Maine, New Hampshire, New England, in fact, the Northern Hemisphere. We have 84 chairlifts, unbelievable grooming, and we do it better for you. In fact, here comes one of our happy customers right now. How is it, buddy?
Nice spring skiing you got here.
We do it better for you.
Hey, Les! Great spring skiing you got here. Where's the snow?
You might remember earlier this year we had a guest on, a man named Lojo, who, well, he loaded his millionth, I guess it was his 4 millionth person on a chairlift. Well, now we have another guest that we'd like to bring on, who did something probably equally as important, or probably even more famous. Let me introduce to you now another famous person, Clayton Wilbur. Clayton, good to see you, Clayton. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Clayton, I understand that you've been grooming snow just about the longest at Sugarloaf.
Yes.
You have been.
Yes.
Well, I imagine that over the years you've seen a lot of different changes in equipment and stuff like that, and probably the technology has changed, and the kind of stuff that you used to do back then and the kind of stuff you do now is probably totally different.
Yes, it sure is.
I kind of thought it was, Clayton, to tell you the truth. And, well, one of the things that we had heard and we wanted to bring up to you is that over the years that the technology has changed. I understand you used to drag chains behind you, and, you know, the machinery was cold and damp and you'd get snow in your face and stuff, and that doesn't happen anymore, does it?
No, we have a lot better equipment now.
A lot better equipment.
Right.
Well, I don't know how good equipment is, but one thing that we're going to kind of surprise you with tonight is we understand that just the other night at up on the hill, you left your 1 millionth windrow on the hill. And we've got kind of an award for you that we'd like to give you. Oh, let me see. There it is, Clayton. This here is part of that 1 millionth windrow that you left up on Sluice Head Wall the other night, and we'd like to present it to you at this time.
Thank you very much, Johnny.
Well, it's just something that we wanted to let everybody out there know about, and we thank you again. And tell you the truth, Clayton, we hope to have you back on the show when you leave your 4 billionth death cookie out there. And we hope to have you back then. Thank you a lot, Clayton. Thank you,
Johnny.
You're welcome.
I'll cherish this.
Thank you. Since 1962, there's been a very special lift at Sugarloaf called Number 5. This lift has had various names over the years, but to everyone that always skied Sugarloaf, it always had a very special character. It was always known as Five Side, and always had a very special meaning to people. Sadly, after this season, Number 5 will no longer be in regular operation. For those of you who have come to love Five Side, we're going to give you a nostalgic visit back. And for those of you who have never known it, this is what you'll miss. Resident lift attendant Tim Deal prides himself on his friendly style, treating his skiers like guests in his home.
Wait, stop! Before you girls can ride Number 5, you must thoroughly understand my intentions. First, if you're unfamiliar with the use of the lift attendant, please ask for instructions. Do you girls need any instructions? Number 2, remove loose clothing. For example, we should have Now that's what we call loose clothing. We should have Number 4, your last pass as a lift attendant is at 3:50. Ah, woo! Wow, that feels great. Wait a minute, girls. Where are you going? Come on back. It's only the attendant. Wait. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Welcome back. My next guest tonight is one of the people responsible for snowmaking at Sugarloaf Mountain, David Bridges.
How you doing, Johnny?
Good to meet you, David. Good to meet you. Have a seat. David, you guys have had a great year this year, haven't you?
Yes, we've had a very good year.
One of the things everybody's been talking about is the snow cover's been phenomenal on all the trails. And I guess what I don't really understand is how you know exactly when to move all those trails, all those snow guns on the trails. One of the things that we've heard here back at the studio is that the vice president that's supposed to be in charge of this stuff is always out traveling around. How do you manage to communicate?
Well, we have a highly sophisticated management system here at Sugarloaf USA. It's in the form of postcards. Here, have a look.
Postcards. Oh, these are nice. Can we get a shot of this? I see how it works. Dear David, wish you were here, having a wonderful time. The sun is beautiful, the beaches are warm, the water is hot. Love, John. P.S. I can't read this. Oh, I see. Move the guns to Sluice. That's how you do it.
That's how it works. Yes, sir.
That's great. That's great. You have any other postcards?
Oh, yeah, they just gave you a whole handful there. Check them out.
Oh, here's another one. We'll get a shot of this one. Another one. Dear David, the girl on the front has really nothing to do with me, but I thought you'd like to see this. We are now in St. Croix, having a lovely time, due to go to St. Martinique, where we'll go to Aruba after that. once again, everything is fine with me. How's things with you? John. P.S. Move guns to Gage.
There you go. There you have it.
It works. It's a good system then.
That's the system.
You haven't had any problems with it or anything?
It's the smoothest one we've ever had in the history of the company.
Does John mind having to travel around like this and send postcards? He doesn't mind doing this?
It might be a strain to write one every 3 or 4 days, but I think he can handle it, yes.
That's a great system. That's a great system. You probably know we had Clayton on earlier, who does the grooming and stuff on the show, and he was just saying that the snowmaking's been just tremendous this year, and he pretty much attributed it to you, but what you're saying is pretty much John has been running the whole thing.
That's right. He's all over it from a long ways off.
That's great, David. I'm glad you had a chance to stop by. I know you probably got to get right back and make some more snow, so thanks again, David. We appreciate it.
Nice talking to you, Johnny.
See ya.
It's rough being a snowmaker at Sugarloaf. The women, they flaunt themselves at us. They fight over us. They throw themselves at our feet. But we snowmakers these days, we can't be too careful. We've got our own special protection. New snowmaker size gore skins. We've also got ski school size and administration size. So remember, when you go out at Sugarloaf, don't leave home without them.
Okay, we're back. My next guest is Fred Downs, Vice President of Parking Lots at Sugarloaf. Fred?
Mr. Carson, it's been a pleasure.
Nice to see you, Fred. Nice to see you. Sit right down.
Oh, thank you very much.
I imagine your car's parked safely, isn't it?
Oh, you betcha.
I guess, my feeling is, what really is the philosophy that management and Sugarloaf has taken with cars this year?
Well, they've taken a strong look at this parking problem we've had here. You see, we've come to figure that if you come to Sugarloaf, you should have money. You've got to have a lot of money to come skiing these days, and you should own a condominium. And so, if you own a condominium, of course you've got money, and you get to park in front of your condominium. These people that are hogging all this valuable land we have down below our beautiful hotel, stealing dollars from us by coming up here as day skiers.
You mean because they don't have a condo to park in front of, they're taking up the land in the parking lots that you could build more condos with?
Oh, by all means, yes.
I understand.
But you see, we're beginning to get around this problem.
How's that?
What we do is we have no parking everywhere you can find. And so, if you park there, we tow you and we charge you $30 to get your car back.
I see. So you get the money anyway.
Oh, yeah.
If they park there, you charge them $30, so you get that money plus whatever they do to ski.
That's right. And if the tow trucks, we got 18 of them now,
18 tow trucks.
Now, if the tow trucks are busy, we boot you. We got a whole giant room right full of boots. We got boots for every size tire they make.
No kidding. So, well, that makes a lot of sense, actually, because then they'll either decide that it's cheaper to ski at Sugarloaf by owning a condo, or they won't park there and we'll be able to build more condos to put more people there.
Oh, that's right.
I'm glad we've had this opportunity to talk, Fred, because your name comes up a lot in conversation, and I just assume that means that they really like you a lot.
Oh, the people up there, they love me. They're always talking about me. You like my coat they gave me?
That is quite. I don't think I've seen many than 8 or 10 just like it. That's nice.
Well, it keeps me nice and warm when it's about 40 below out there and we're towing cars.
Well, Fred, again, I'm glad we've had this opportunity to have you in here to talk, and I'm sure everybody understands more exactly what the parking problem is, and I don't think there's going to be any problems anymore.
I don't either.
Fred, thank you.
Well, thank
you. Hope we see you again.
It was a pleasure once again, Mr. Carson.
Thank you.
Anytime.
We'll see you again.
Don't let your car end up at the Sugarloaf junkyard. Call the folks at Resort Real Estate for a condo today.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special treat. Johnny's guest, the great mystic, Cornac.
Cornac ready for first question.
First question.
Killer and the Critters.
Killer and the Critters.
Who is never going to be asked to make snow on gondola extension?
Next one.
For me.
For me?
For me.
How did we do it?
What trail is skied the most by locals? Oh, Karnak wishes you all find bedbugs in your hotel room tonight.
Next.
Direction. Direction.
Direction. Direction.
Direction.
Direction?
Direction. What does John Dillon need in his social life?
We were both right.
Direction.
Direction.
Karnak wishes you all go to bed with sober girl tonight. Wake up in Saddleback. Oh. Gary Hart, John Elway, Jerry Muth, and Floyd Bechand. Forgot the question.
Don't want to know.
Jerry Muth, Floyd Bechand,
John
Elway, Floyd Bechand.
Gary Hart.
Gary Hart.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Name 4 people who would rather not go back to Colorado. I don't know if Colorado wants them.
That's a good one.
Well, may you have to ski on your camel down Gage Headwall right after one of our famous grooming jobs. 2 hookers.
3 hookers.
3 hookers. What does Fred Downs want for Christmas? Hookers, you know.
Hookers.
Oh,
Not to be confused.
losing audience quick here. Losing audience quick,
Not to be
Ed.
confused with the record.
Oh, audience missing a lot of this.
One here now.
Oh, another one. Snowmobiles.
Snowmobile.
Wake up, man. It's snowmobiles.
Snowmobile.
Remember what they used to look like?
Yeah. 4, Reggie.
What is the only thing you won't find in the Sugarloaf maintenance garage? Oh, gonna be a long night for Karnak. See it already. Karnak could not get laid with fistful of $100 bills. Oh, this could be end. Warren Cook.
I didn't want to do this one.
Who was voted having had the best time at last year's Snowmaker's Ball? Wonder what...
Moving right along.
Karnak wonder what that means.
Moving right along.
The last envelope?
That's it.
The last envelope.
Hey.
Tough one. Avalanche control.
Avalanche control. I know this.
What building houses more guests than the Sugarloaf Mountain Hotel? Karnak leave while time is good. Good night.
Good night.
We didn't get a chance. Danny Barker's here with us. We didn't get a chance tonight. The hour's running late. We hope to have Danny on another time. He's the new vice president of substance abuse at Sugarloaf, and we hope to talk to Danny about abuse. Tomorrow night, we have a great show for tomorrow night. We're going to have John Diller on. If John's back from vacation, we'll have John on the show. We hope to have Carl Hill on the show. Carl's over in the base lodge cleaning the rugs, and we hope to be able to grab him away from that for a minute just to get him in here. And, of course, we'll look forward to Warren Cook hopefully tomorrow night. But then again, if Warren has any night like he had last year, we don't look forward to him being here or even being here. Well, that pretty much does it for tonight. We had a great time. I hope you did. We've all had a real super year, and we really look forward to next year. And let's all go out in big style now and have a great time tonight and the next 3 days. We'll see you.
What about... I think we should...
So get ready for the most dazzling extravaganza of all, as we proudly present the best of lifestyles of the rich and famous, where fame and fortune is the final frontier. Your host is Robin Leach, who circles the globe to uncover the stories America will never stop talking about.
Today, we are in beautiful Carabasset Valley, Maine, to visit restaurant magnate Mr. Lloyd Cutler. Here, seen driving into his own ski resort, Sugarloaf, USA, in his pickup, just like a regular local. Mr. Cutler begins his day by calling the shots at corporate headquarters in the morning. He completes his day by overseeing his booming restaurant and nightclub business at Geppetto's. It's a glamorous jet-set life, with Mr. Cutler flying his own plane and frequently popping off to glamorous spots in South America. Mr. Cutler's many celebrity and sports star friends join him in his resort at Sugarloaf for a fun-filled weekend each year. We had a chance to speak with some of his friends at this year's event.
Well, Steve, it's first of all, it's a real honor to know Lloyd. I met Lloyd a few years ago, and when he invited me up here to ski on his mountain, he's owned the mountain now. I guess it went through his family or something, but he's really a great guy. Lets everybody ski on it and stuff, and I even got a chance, Steve, to go down and watch his baseball team play one time. They play in Boston now, and so that was a big thrill also. You don't get a chance to really rub elbows with the real heavyweights, Iacocca's, Cutler. So again, it was just a lucky break on my part, and Lloyd's, he didn't buy the Patriots, but he was right in there, so he could have been my boss.
Now that Mr. Cutler owns the Boston Red Sox, he's in negotiations right now with Mr. Sullivan.
He was supposed to be in on our deal.
Well, he's already...
Lloyd, aren't you going to buy the Patriots?
Well, he's going to be in touch with you. I want to know how your negotiations are going on.
Well, I know, since he's been skimming the profits out of the bar for the last, 8 or 10 years, those fingers get so sticky, didn't they? And poor Tiger ends up with nothing, Lloyd then pretends he does all the work, and poor fat Tiger ends up with nothing. But with all that money, now we know he's going to buy the New England Patriots.
When Mr. Cutler is not wheeling and dealing with big-time sports franchises, he enjoys a pampered existence at his own health club. As part of our show, Mr. Cutler offered to give us a tour of his luxury estate.
Well, this is it. It's kind of a modest place in the woods, but we stay in touch with the rest of the world, and why don't you come on in and let me show you around. This is the deck of Cutler Ridge, and of course you can see the hot tub is a popular spot.
Hey, come on in, come on.
I'll be back in a little bit, girls. This is the downstairs bedroom.
Come on in, hon. Let's have some fun.
And this is our second floor guest room. We having fun? This is the master bedroom. I mean, no shit on me. This is the nuts up here, okay? I've neatened it up, picked up my clothes. I have my hat collection, the mirror, and my bed warmer.
Hi, honey.
Hi. And this is the bathroom. With all these women around, it's a hard place to get into sometimes.
Ah, well, you almost feel sorry for him, don't you? For most people, this life of power, wealth, and luxury would be enough. But not for Mr. Cutler. He also has political ambitions. I don't know why.
With me right now is Senator Bill Cohen. Bill has just been informed that there's intentions by Mr. Lloyd Cutler that he intends to run for governor of the state of Maine. Do you have a comment on that, Bill?
Well, I do. I've been a fan of Lloyd's for some time, but I must tell you that there has been some evidence that came out during the Iran-Contra hearings that may link him to the drug connection running from Panama, Colombia, right up the coast of Maine to Snow Mountain here. We're told that his restaurant, while it's been very profit-oriented, may be a front for organized crime. And all of these allegations have to be thoroughly investigated before we can give him a clean bill of health and run for the state of Maine. So while I like Lloyd, I think he's done a terrific job for everybody in the mountain, we're serious about finding out the true facts of this man's fortune.
Well, thank you, Bill, and that will go for a full Senate committee hearing, correct?
We're going to have the Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations conduct a thorough and comprehensive examination of Lloyd's background, his financial structure, his wheeling and dealings. Again, Geppetto's is coming under intense scrutiny, as well as the mountain operation up here. So I think that if he survives that test, then maybe we'll talk about supporting him for governor. Without that, I think he's in deep trouble.
Okay. After Senator Cohen revealed this shocking information about Cutler's secret life, Lifestyles contacted the CIA and came up with this classified undercover film.
The dirty trail begins in Bogota, Colombia, where we see Mr. Cutler receiving suspicious cargo from his Colombian cousin, Juan Cutlerez. Mr. Cutler's journey north is a stealthy one, following a coastal route at a low altitude. Back in Carabasset Valley, what appear to be Mr. Cutler's accomplices are awaiting his arrival under cover of moonlight. They make contact with the flight, and sure enough, Mr. Cutler, that sneaky dog, jettisons his contraband as his craft passes low over the valley. Mr. Cutler's well-trained accomplices swiftly recover these goods. Demonstrating their guerrilla training, these unidentified employees make their escape while all of Carabasset sleeps.
Now, we certainly cannot jump to conclusions, as those bags could have contained coffee, though I don't know why. If these allegations are true, there will certainly be no governorship in the cards for Cutler, and it will be a sad and sorry day for Carabasset if the source of these frequent and hefty deposits dries up. For Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, I'm Robin Leach.